Hello and welcome, everybody. We are going to do some messages for the full moon in Taurus. Fixed Earth. It's a super moon. Cloudy here this evening. I'm recording this on the 14th. Big energy's been building up. I've been looking out at the beautiful night sky, and you can almost feel the erratic energy in the air, which is very, very difficult for a fixed Earth sign, right? We have the fixed sign of Scorpio where the sun is, fixed water, 8th house, shared resources, shared finances. That's on the forefront. That sun is illuminating this beautiful full moon in Taurus. I'm a natal Taurus moon, which is very into the senses, very fixed as well, fixed Earth. So Taurus energy doesn't necessarily like change, but there is no doubt about it. There is very sudden changes with this full moon being conjunct the planet of Uranus, which is electrifying, which is innovative. It is sudden shocks, sudden awes. And the real humdinger is it is all happening on the same day that Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So to me, as I was getting into the feels of the energies of this Taurus full moon, conjunct Uranus, Saturn going direct, is trusting the divine direction that you're heading. A real focus on your self-worth with a Taurus moon, your body, your resources. Yeah. And my kitty's here to visit. I love that. You know, I don't like these new lights that are behind me. I see that line going and I just don't dig it whatsoever. I don't know if it's probably putting off shitty energy. So my old ones didn't do that, but you can't find anything that are not LED. I digress. Saturn direct in Pisces, so getting into the feels of this, of a very trusting the spiritual process, and the Taurus moon conjunct Uranus. You know, fixed energies again don't necessarily like change, but trusting the divine purpose of the change, I feel, is what the main focus is on this Taurus full moon. It is a super moon. It's definitely has the power and the punch being this close to Earth. So the pull on the body, the pull on the emotions, but it's also very grounded in the body with the Taurus energy. So very in tune with the senses, taste, touch, feel, right? Yes, kitty's staring at me. And also just feeling this little buzz within your nervous system as well. So understand that these times are to work with them, and that the changes that we're going through are difficult but yet necessary. And so continue to trust the divine guidance if you seek it out. We're kind of being shaken out of our comfort zones with this full moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus. And so, yeah, she made herself present on camera. That don't happen very often. So this is actually my 6th house of pets, right? Being of service. So are you feeling it? Are you feeling a heightened sense in your sensories? Are you feeling it in your body? Are you speaking love to yourself? Because Taurus energy rules over the throat chakra and speaking. It's almost like the feel of Saturn going direct in Pisces now, that we may been in this little holding pattern, perhaps on forward movement, depending on which house it is in for you. But for me personally, I'm feeling like an energy of more and more of trusting the process and the bigger picture. So let's see, what else do I want to say before we start doing some cards? I chose some very earthy shamanic cards for this reading today. Always remember to listen to your body and trust your body. through the changes that we're going through, you know, a real heightened emphasis on feeling worthy. Because when we feel worthy in our physical vessels, we tend to have more of a be open to receiving. I know my mantra started coming as soon as we got into Scorpio season, and I'm just really, really feeling it within myself that, you know, yeah, I've been, you know, just trudging forward and got my big girl panties on and got my bootstraps tied up, and I'm getting so much done too with this Taurus energy. Although it's very deep and psychological in Scorpio season, that sun illuminating the body, the earth, the Taurus energy, like all of my needs are being met and then some. The blessings are coming forward, Saturn in Pisces going direct. So look for those things. Let me see this, honey. Don't scratch me. Just laying on my remote. So just remember to find gratitude in those little small things that you may be going through right now, and find gratitude in the things and the blessings in your life, because we will ultimately continue. I mean, this has been building into this full moon, and we're going to see still the heightened illumination of this full moon because it's so close to Earth, at least through the 19th. That's why I wasn't really concerned about, you know, coming in early on doing our messages. My messages are always from the heart, just in tune with my body and kind of sensing on where I've been feeling the energies, and then sharing that with those who tune in to listen, knowing there's going to be a resonance or an encouragement for you to keep going, right? Because Scorpio season is always intense. Plus, we've had the ongoing Mars-Pluto opposition. So forward action, Pluto transformation, and just feeling all of these shifts and changes, which is continuously on the Earth plane, right? But you add in there, I'm ready for Uranus to get out of Taurus. I'll be very, very, very honest with you, because that has been hitting my natal moon, 6th house, you know, nervous system, emotions, feelings, my health. And I don't know if I've said it on this channel or not, or if it was on my Lady Virgo channel, but I've had brain surgery in 2024. I was suddenly rear-ended at a complete stop at a railroad track. Somebody going 50 miles an hour. So 6th house there. Erratic, sudden changes, right? That really put a whoo, but at the same time, finding the blessings in that and overcoming things. So where is Taurus? Where's the Scorpio Taurus axis in your natal chart? You know, it is the kind of the death and life axis. It's Taurus, earth, body, senses, and Scorpio, you know, represents death, changes, letting go. So where is that happening? Where's that polarity happening within your life? Are you finding the small things that are very not coincidental and finding gratitude in the sudden changes that have happened in your life? So yeah, I apparently have so much to say. Where's Mercury at? My communication planet is in Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so perhaps that's where that's at. I know for me, with this building into the Taurus full moon, I've had a lot of energy. I've also had a lot of energy like within my body, almost causing an anxiety, but I've been doing so many things. Like, I'm a very Taurus natal moon type of chick, you know. As I always say, chop wood, carry water. Well, I've been doing the hauling the wood and splitting the wood, and I actually find that to be very good and grounding to get myself in the body. Again, this is going to be different for all of us, but can resonate with you depending on where that Taurus, Scorpio, 2nd house, your worth, your value, your resources, 8th house, others' resources, how you've joined resources with others. And for me, there's a death and an ending in that too, the shared resources and whatever. And I'm finding that the more that I raise my self-worth, the more abundance that I'm getting into my life and blessings, blessing after blessing. And let me tell you, there are so many good people out there. So don't get feeling defeated in any way. I really don't want to cat scratch as I'm grabbing my cards. So we're going to clear our energy as I'm having a hot surge. I haven't looked to see what the Schumann's doing today. However, I will say this, with this full moon being so close to Earth and the planet of sudden shifts and changes, Uranus being there, changes in the body, changes in the Earth, tectonic plates, eruptions, sudden things that change the trajectory. So we're going to clear our energy and do some cards for this full moon in Taurus. Trust the divine plan for your life. Although it may not be easy, and maybe you're putting your feet in the ground, that fixed energy of Taurus, not wanting the shifts and changes, they're happening. Speak your truth. Speak love to yourself. Some humming would be, it's funny, I just said that to my father last night. He's having some nerve things, and I'm like, Dad, chanting, humming, helps that vagus nerve that runs from our brainstem through our heart to our digestive tract. I give thanks to our angels, our ancestors, creator of the universe. We're just going to draw some messages. I ask that you bless me, that you bless these messages, that you bless those who receive these messages. We give thanks for always being supported and guided. Wow. So from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, we're going to draw a message from this first. So hopefully your evolution is being appreciated. Again, it's not always easy, as we know, on the earth plane, but to be able to kind of realize the cycles that we're in, and although there may be difficulties, we can take that perspective and be open to shifting it, to see things that as though they are not happening to us, they're happening for us. And oh my God, am I preaching to the choir for myself with that? I'm now seeing the blessings in the things that have happened in my life over the last couple years. I'm feeling very worthy. I'm feeling very abundant. All my needs are met today, the next, and the next. And I am fumbling. We can't have that many messages. Too many cards. Ooh. Whoa, what did I do? I'm having all kinds of a hot mess here. Oh, I pulled my cord out. Sorry if that's loud. My mic came out from my holder. Sorry about that. I've been doing... You know, that's funny, though. Because my mother and I both were talking about this last night. Like, we've both been fumbling things. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Interesting little realization. From the Mystical Shaman Oracle, what is the message? Not going to be grabbing too many of the decks that are underneath of you. My kitty likes to grab with her nails when I go to put my hand by her. From the Mystical Shaman, we just like a message for this Taurus super full moon, also known as the Beaver moon. This is the time of the year where the beavers are going into their little homes for the winter, storing up there for the cold months ahead. It's also a time where our ancestors would gather their pelts to make clothing to stay warm and cozy. Oh, well, speaking of that, flannel sheets right now are divine. Epsom salt bath, new sheets, loving it, and that cozy warmness. We got card 54, the Sweat Lodge. So this message right now for the Taurus full moon, Sun in Scorpio, is detox, purge, sweat it out. This could be a great time for you to soak in an Epsom salt bath, take in that magnesium into your body. This would be a great time for, especially building up to it, parasite cleanse, emotional cleanse, psychological cleanse, which I've been definitely doing. I've been laying it all down at Creator's feet. So that is the message for this full moon in Taurus, is to, and it's again that excess of Taurus, Scorpio, you know, life, death. And I love that too, because the analogy and the metaphor is beautiful, because Scorpio is, you know, the scorpion and the eagle, being able to fly above and observe the things that we've gone through, but also the phoenix rising. So coming out of the ashes, letting go of what no longer works for us, whether it be mental, psychological, physical. So it's asking us to purge and cleanse at this time. I'm not even going to read out of that because I know what the Sweat Lodge is. It's a purification. So we're in a time right now of that purifying, letting go of things that no longer work. And you know that with when one life begins, there's another one ending. And so that is just the facts of life. So we're going to do a message now from the, I'm getting really hot all of a sudden too, Gaia Oracle. So I wanted to bring something very earthy and grounding into this. And thank goodness the devil child turned her back so I could actually grab them without being without being grabbed by her, because I'm not into that. I tell my girlfriend all the time, her and I are both training puppies and loving that up, but we need to both buy stocks and Band-Aids because those puppy teeth. And then we have the beautiful felines. So from the Gaia Oracle, what is the message for this full moon, super moon in Taurus, conjunct sudden changes, erratic changes of Uranus? Innovative. Be innovative throughout these changes. And the message is these eyeballs. The Temptress, seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. Oh, fucking betrayal is not fun. Scorpio energy. The Temptress. We're being asked to pay attention to anything that may be seducing to us right now. It almost reminds me of like devilish energy. So caution yourself in the flesh to not be seduced, overindulge, deceit. Pay attention to your intuition, your heart. There's a lot of deceit happening, and you may all of a sudden have a sudden realization of that with the Uranus conjunct this full moon. It's your values, it's your resources. There may be some deceit there, a broken promise. Let's read this, baby, because this is resonant with me. The Temptress. You are being seduced with dazzling promises that will mostly not eventuate. In effect, you are being deceived, enticed into accepting something that will cause you much difficulty and eventually lead only into disappointment. Do not be seduced. Do not be seduced by the glitz and the glamour, or by the holy and benevolent facade. Things are not what they seem. Incredible promises are simply that. Incredible. Observe the image on this card. The temptress entices with her sensuous beauty and exotic surroundings, yet just behind her is the all-seeing eye of truth. It is staring you in the face all along. Take a few steps back, look at things from an objective and balanced perspective, and the real picture and hidden agendas will emerge. Wow! Something during this full moon energies, couple days prior, couple days after, Scorpio energy on the low vibe, deceit on the low vibe, manipulation, control. Wow, it's asking you to trust your intuition and not to just see things at surface level. That's shifting and changing for me, because I don't care how beautiful you are, how handsome you are. If you have an ugly heart, if you're chaotic, if you're drama, if you're deceitful, you have zero fucking integrity. You have no, and I'm totally feeling this, what I was saying with the self-worth rising back up within me. It's beautiful. It's not an arrogance. It's a knowing your worth. God did not create you or me to be somebody's doormat. We were created to be cherished and loved and honored, whether this be an intimate relationship, whether this be a work relationship, whether this be a sibling relationship. The affirmation for this message is, I listen to and trust my intuition. I look at every situation from a grounded and balanced point of view. Every positive has a negative, and vice versa. I look beyond the superficial and find the truth. I look for substance, and I am not swayed by the wild promises. Narcissism is being revealed. All of these celebrities, which I've never really fallen into, their dark deceptions being revealed. This is a time when there's so much deceit. There's so much temptation. There is so much being promised, and it's all a facade. You have to trust your intuition from now forward. You see this very vulnerable image of her, right? And her heart's been scorned. She's been she's been deceived. Don't break the promise. Let's start with you. Don't break the promise of your own self. Do not be seduced by superficiality. There's no substance there, right? If you've been seduced, if you've been full of deceit, or somebody deceited you, or somebody broke a promise to you, let the shit go, sweat it out, purge it out, lay it at the Creator's feet, because there's a new door opening with this fixed energy, conjunct Uranus, changing, Saturn Direct in Pisces, trusting the divine process. Scorpio energy of the eagle, flying above it, observing everything, processing everything. And then once you are letting that all go, you can be the phoenix rising. Oh my God, I feel that within myself so much. So I am letting go of so much shit. I'm a Scorpio 12th house. That's some deep shit, right? 12th house is the original Pisces of letting go and death. And then I have Scorpio there, double whammy. A lot of psychological changes, emotional changes that are all for the better. Do not be tempted by facades right now, guys, whether it be in your close relationships or the collective. I don't even know what this deck is. I forgot I had it. I blessed it before I came on. I was liking some of the little messages on it, so I decided that we'll draw a card or two message for the Taurus full moon. Make some time for friends. It's almost like a Three of Cups card. Make some time for friends. I've been getting out. I took a long drive last night. It was wonderful. I don't usually drive at dark because my vision's wonky as it is, but I was just telling my friend I enjoyed it. I just took my time. I took country roads, watching all the deer move because they're in rut right now. The moon was hidden behind the clouds, so it was a little bit illuminated. I just allowed myself to go be around people who actually love me and lift me up, and we celebrated each other. So it's important right now to make some time for friends, and it'll help to, you know, to whatever you're going through in your life, it'll kind of help you get out of your own head and be able to get out and be around others. So let's try another message from this deck. I like it. I don't even know where I got it from. I don't remember. Make some time for friends. This is make time for friends. Perhaps you've been deceived, seduced, or you've had promises broken in your life. This is going, be where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Go where people elevate you. Life is too short to be around deceivers, liars, cheats. Amen and glory to God for that. And it's personal for me. Love it. Believe in yourself. Here we go. Saturn direct in Pisces. Trust in the divine process. Again, self-worth. Believe in yourself. On the moments when you're not believing in yourself, your friends are there to remind you who the fuck you are. I've had a lot of that lately. When one door closes, many other ones open. So make sure you're not so stuck in that fixed energy to where you can't see that, right? Because the blessings are coming left and right for me. Abundance. My needs are being met left, right, center, and even sudden surprises. Let's do a chakra card for full moon. Let's do a chakra. What chakra is wanting to be highlighted for this full moon? Woohoo! Take it, girlfriend. Throwing them all over again. I'm working on a small table, and I don't necessarily like that, but whatever. I like this deck, whatever it is. It's really pretty blue. Make time for friends. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're freaking tolerated. Trust me, I did that for years. Didn't even realize it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, believing in yourself is so true. And even she's got the little yellows in her umbrella too. Self-worth, Taurus energy, your true value. Again, what I said, God did not create you to be somebody's doormat, somebody's punching bag. God created you to have an abundant life, to have a good life, to go where people elevate you, who love you, who celebrate you. Because who needs that kind of shit? Life's too short. Despondence. Purple chakra. You may be feeling a little bit like you're not sure what your next step is, what your next direction is. Trust the process. Again, like I said, with the Saturn going direct in Pisces, trusting the divine process. When I opened right up to this message, there's something here with this purple chakra. And look at, she's got the planet Earth right in her womb. Be creative. Be creative. Know your worth in the core of your being. You are a divine child of Creator, and you are so worthy. So Iris has been depressed and unable to look after herself in her home. She cries out to the Great Spirit for help. Mother Earth appears and suggests Iris shower, eat good meal. Oh, this is so Taurus. Senses, taste, touch, feel. My new flannel sheets that I've wanted forever. And I got all cleaned up and in a clean sheet. I went late the other night to the laundromat and like washed my comforter. That is so Taurus. So if you've been being depressed, do little things, self-care, good food, good taste, good smells, scents, candles, warm, cozy sheets. Oh, Lord. Okay, sorry, I digress. Mother Earth appears and suggests that she shower, eat a good meal, clean up her house. She does, but she still feels despondent. Suddenly, a hurricane hits, and Iris springs into action to rescue her neighbor's children. In the urgency, Iris finds the way out of depression by taking action. Oh, I love this. I love this. I've been doing so many grab the bull by the horn things. as the woman I am, and I'm getting so many things accomplished, and you're right, it does pull you out. It feels good to feel accomplished and to do things. Iris teaches us that the only route of stagnation is motion. If we do nothing, we must accept the consequences. In which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? The key ideas: feeling helpless, acceptance of circumstances. Ooh, that's huge for me. Change on the horizon and taking action. Keywords: revelation. That's totally, like, seriously? The resurrection, the phoenix rising, the Scorpio sun illuminating this full moon, this culmination. When was the new moon in Taurus that this began? I think May of 2023. Significant in my life. Now there's this full culmination. My worth has risen. My value has risen because I never lacked it in the first place. It was just a lack of direction, a lack of discipline on myself, a lack of knowing my worth as God's child. Revelations, movement, encouragement. So this is a time for you. If you're feeling depressed, it's okay. Don't poo-poo it. I mean, shit happens. I struggle with that a lot. Just know that you can call on Creator. You need to believe in yourself. Saturn Direct in Pisces. Make time for friends. Again, go where you're fucking celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Life is too short for shit. Life is too short to deceive ourselves. Life is too short to be deceived by others. And trust people's actions. If they're promising the stars and the moon and da-da-da-da-da, and they ain't delivering it, they're not on your level, bye-bye. I'm glad I got left because I wouldn't have never done it. I don't want to say it was a good thing, but I'm too loyal to do that to people. Do unto others how you want done to you is my motto, and I will never change that. However, I do know my worth, and I will never again tolerate the shit that I've tolerated in the past, and you shouldn't either. You have to believe in yourself, and remember this from me to you. Our God, creator of the universe, did not put you here to be a doormat to anybody else. Never accept that. So if you're grieving, if you've been through deceit, if you've been seduced, or you've been tricked by broken promises, now is a great time to let that shit go during Scorpio season, this full moon. And the I am affirmation for this full moon in Taurus is, I am evolving. Nothing more than that. With a Uranus, planet of change, the planet of innovation, conjunct this full moon in Taurus. I am evolving. Saturn direct in Pisces. Trust the divine process. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. Cards always blow my mind. Until the next time. Shalom, shalom.